Hi, welcome. Thanks for coming to practice with me. In this video, we'll be looking at the Concert B-flat Technical Study, which is our test this week, and we'll be focusing on it in class for this week as well. All right, so the first thing we always need to make sure is that we can clap and count the piece. If we can't clap and count our music, then really we have no business trying to play it on our instrument yet. Playing a musical instrument is really good for our brain, and one of the reasons it's really good for our brain is because we are kind of like expert multitaskers when we are performing and playing music. So when we practice, we want to make sure that we're taking each task step by step so that when it's time to play, it sounds flawless. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clap and count. I'd love for you to listen along. If you'd like to stop and rewind so that you can follow along with and practice with, I really recommend that. All right, so I'll assume the clapping position. We're in 4/4 time here, and we are subdividing with the 8th note, so that means we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and all right, thanks. This would be a great time to stop and rewind and replay to practice. All right, now that we feel comfortable with our clapping and counting, we're going to jump into air playing or finger clicking along while I play, and then when you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and play along with me. As always, slow and steady wins the race. So if you think you can just jump into playing, I really do recommend that you get some good air playing in because it solidifies, making sure that your fingers are lining up with your tongue, and you can really focus on your good air speed when you're not having to focus on making a good sound, or is my reed vibrating enough, or if I'm taking a big enough breath. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. We are going to start at quarter note equals, a little bit slower, quarter note equals 60, and I've got my metronome on 4/4 time, and I'm subdividing the smallest beat, which is the quarter note, or the 8th note, excuse me. Right. 1 and 2 and 3. All right, so one helpful hint for our clarinet players, in the 3rd line down, it's a wonderful opportunity to leave your right hand down as you're kind of passing over the throat tones and going to those higher notes. When you play your G and your A, your entire right hand can be down, which really helps make the long B and C come out a lot more evenly. All right, so at this point, if I were you, I'd stop, rewind, and practice with me again, at least 3 times, no mistakes, and then you are ready for the next step, which is take it faster. All right, in this final part of this video, we're just going to bump up the tempo. As always, quality over quantity, meaning I would much rather hear you play it slower, quarter note equals 60, or even anything slower than that, and it be correct, your fingers moving and lining up with your tongue, and it's as even as can be. I would much rather hear that than you try and practice something too fast and then the tempo fluctuates because in some spots you can't play it that fast, or you get a little too excited and start rushing, or your fingers don't line up with your tongue, and then we have missed notes all over the place. So always quality over quantity, but if you feel you are ready for that next step, we're going to go ahead and try quarter note equals 72 with that 8th note subdivision. 1 and 2 and 3. All right, thanks for practicing with me. I hope this helped.